welcome back to another episode of Isolation Never Tasted So Good. I'm Chef Matt Fairchild with Extreme Cuisine Catering, and I'll be your pandemic culinary guide today. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the first step for pandemic culinary exploration. The first step is going to be sanitization. We must make sure that all of our countertops are cleaned off with a Clorox cleaner or a bleach cleaner or some sort of sanitary cleaner. We're going to make sure we have some gloves. And the last thing that people always think about is their apron. Now, most people think that an apron protects your clothes. But let's think about this. What an apron really does is it protects the food from what's on your clothes to getting on the food. So we're going to put on our apron, we're going to put on our gloves, we're going to wipe down our counters, and we're going to step right in. Well, now that we're all sanitized, gloved up, and aproned up, let's get to cooking. Chef Kathleen, my business partner, was out grocery shopping the other day, and she noticed a whole bunch of rotisserie chickens and tubs of peanut butter and hot dog buns and cases of water and toilet paper and ramen noodles and pork butts and all kinds of stuff in y'all's baskets. Well, we want to allow y'all to take it to the next level. The first thing that we're going to work on today is a little chicken stock. What to do with your chicken bones after you've eaten all the meat off the chicken. Step one is to get all the meat off the chicken. So what we'll do is we'll put our hands in here and we'll start doing this. And we'll get all the meat off and we'll put it to the side. We're going to actually separate the white meat from the dark meat. We'll put it in little Ziploc bags. You can put it in your freezer and separate it out for different meals. And once you've got your meat separated into their little Ziploc bags, you take the bones and you put them into a pan. Now, one thing that most people miss is in the bottom of this little chicken container is the chicken stock. It looks like a little bit like Jell-O, but that's what you want. That gelatin comes from the bones of the chicken. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that chicken stock in there because that's flavor. And then we're going to pour 8 cups of water over this chicken stock. And we're going to cook it for just 20 minutes on the stove on high heat. Boil the heck out of it. This pandemic broth smells pan-delicious. While it finishes boiling, I'm gonna go count my toilet paper rolls. Well, who's ready to make ramen great again? For this recipe, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of these ramen noodles. We're gonna place these ramen noodles in our pot with some of our chicken stock that we have made. Look at that, isn't that beautiful broth? That is beautiful broth. We're going to place some of this chicken broth instead of water over these ramen noodles. I like to add a little chili flakes to mine. So I'm going to add a little chili flake there. Maybe some fresh cracked black pepper. The chicken flavoring, of course, I'm going to have to take 10 milligrams instead of 5 milligrams of my blood pressure medicine today with eating this. Have mercy. Look at those flavor crystals. And then remember that chicken we pulled off the bone? Let's go ahead and take some of that out of here. Put some of that in there. Now this is ramen. You can also do some pulled pork. Do some ground beef if you wanted to. But I like my ramen with a little bit of chicken or pulled pork. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna cook it up like the directions say on the bottom of the box. And then we're gonna eat it. Boy, that's a good looking ramen right there. I'll tell you what. Let's taste it and see. It's a little hot. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, cut. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this episode of Isolation Never Tasted So Good. We'd like to give a big shout out to the men and women working around the clock to keep this great nation of ours safe from this pandemic. Join us next time for more great pandemic culinary delights on Isolation Never Tasted So Good.